I'll fix it later. Okay. All right. Looks like we're back to the grind. And that was not going to work. Yeah, yo, what's up, Alfred? What's up? What's up, player pimp? Mm. 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 Well, gold continues to do the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. Man, it'll be one thing if it don't work. But mm, I mean that happens consistently. That happens enough for it just to work. It happens enough. Alright. Yo, Friday was something else, man. Friday was definitely something else. Friday was definitely something else. I didn't think I was gonna get that last target hit, but boy, that shit get hit and then some. We reached what 159, so that's currently our all-time high. But we have price trading underneath this trend line. We all know that trend lines are very important. We know that the market likes to use these trend lines to make their trading decisions. This chart geometry, and this geometry has shown us to be one of the things that consistently happen in the market. So, May 550, yo, congratulations, man. And congratulations on locking in another payout. I saw that the message that you sent late Saturday evening. I've been kind of slacking on looking at Discord for a while. Trying mm, trying to get everything lined up. And I think I got a lot done this weekend. I want to believe that I got a lot done, and I'm going to start showcasing that during the stream. One of my recollections that I've had over the weekend, as I was back testing, as I was doing the inner work, one of my biggest things that I've done in the past, and I'll probably do it in the future, but when I notice myself doing it, I'm going to correct myself. But doubting what I see on this chart and going with my heart. I know we talk about that a lot, but now there are certain situations where I will go against the chart if we're trading into like prior resistance, prior support, stuff like that. I will go against the chart all the time. But the whole hoping and praying, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's just easier to trade with the trend instead of trying to fight against the momentum because uh this trade right here, as I was kind of looking at the charts, as I was getting that last target filled, this little resistance area right here, it felt like the bears was just going to just start slowly grinding this thing down. And in the moment, I felt like, man, this is a good trade. Uh, I should be proud of the trade. Blah blah blah. Even if it doesn't hit the target, it's still a good trade. And I felt that the market was going to start rolling over, but not even to my surprise, the thing just shoots right back up. All the bears that were in this short, if they didn't take this profit right here, man, did they get used to fuel the market higher. So obviously, the market is completely divorced from reality. The market is, at this point, is just making measured moves. And shutting the fuck up and coloring is what allows us to continue to make money. Because when we start to add logic to what these algos are doing, uh, that's when we start to find ourselves in trouble. Or at least that's what I discovered during back testing. Because the one thing is for sure, these things are making measured moves. It makes one measured move, it reverses, makes another measured move, it reverses. It just makes measured moves. It doesn't care about reality. Obviously, if something happens, like a Trump tweet, Russia flying into NATO's airspace, or whatever the big, oh my God, headline, obviously the market is going to react to that, but the algos are just going to pick right back up and continue to make measured moves. So I'm just going to shut the hell up and color moving forward, because thinking is not, it's like, thinking is not going to get you where you want to go. Not in this market. Is this market is moving irrationally. It's not going to get you where you want to go. Just follow the data. Just follow the measured moves, regardless of how I feel and think. I'm just going to take the trade now, and we're just going to see what happens. And I think, I don't want to say I'm 100% confident, but it's highly likely that if I just trade with the measured moves, uh, it's highly likely that I'll be profitable. So that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. And another piece of information that I'm slowly starting to accept, over the weekend, I'm imagining myself accepting it. I'm visualizing myself accepting it. I feel like I'm going to accept it. So it's the whole idea of uh, performance base. And I saw this video over the weekend, and it was a very interesting video. The topic of this video, you can also read about this in the book titled Outwitting the Devil, I think by Napoleon Hill, if I'm not mistaken. But in this book, it speaks about how the devil, if he wants world domination, what tactics, techniques that he will use. And one of the things is having children indoctrinated in not a creative or an exploratory mindset where they fail, they try, they fail to try again, instead of just focusing their self-worth on their performance. And as I was reminding myself of that, I did some self-reflection, and that's true, especially here in the markets. We base ourselves on performance, which, it makes sense, because if you're not performing well, that usually means that you're not making money. And that's the whole point of this game, is your performance. And if you get too stuck in the mindset of, oh, I just need a winning trade. I just need a winning trade. I need a winning trade, instead of just trading what's in front of you And if you lose, just not throwing a tantrum, but just finding another opportunity to win, in the long run, you'll be successful. I know that to be true. And you just got to remind yourself that if you have at least a 1 to 2 over time, you can have a few mistakes and you can still be profitable. Just having just a few mistakes, just a few of them. 2 losses, 1 win takes out 2 losses. I mean, it takes literally 3 opportunities. You had to be wrong 3 times before you're no longer profitable. And if you have a system, a working strategy that if it works more than 50% of the time, you should be profitable over the long run. And that's what I usually do over the weekend is back test strategies or back test my strategy and see how often it just works. That breakout pullback just works. It just works. You can't argue against it. You can, you can't argue against this trade. I mean, you really can't. You see a breakout of structure. There's your structure. You see your breakout, and that's your pullback. And it only pulled back 1 time. It gave you 1 opportunity to be a part of this move. And if you missed it, you missed it. That breakout pullback trade is the truth. And over the weekend, it just shows me time and time and time and time and time again that it's such a consistent trade that the only way that I've observed this trade losing is dependent on how big or how small your stop is. Sometimes the market likes to kind of dig deep into supply or demand before it goes in your direction. And depending how big or small your stop is, you can weather that storm. You can have that margin of error. And sometimes you have enough margin of error and it goes in your direction and hits your target. And then sometimes it stops you out. Uh, I've only observed that to happen only a few times. And it never happens on the first. Well, it rarely happens on the first time. It usually happens on the second or third pullback where it's digging deeper into an area of support or demand. But usually that first time is you got 1 opportunity to get it. And if you don't take it, well, if you don't take that 1 opportunity as it pulls back, well, that's it. Now you have to wait for another breakout and then pull back. You got a smaller one. I mean, it works. But obviously, if you're going to take this trade right here, then there's no reason why you shouldn't risk taking that trade right there. Yeah. That breakout pullback is the truth. And in my opinion, it's the only trade you need. So, back testing builds confidence. Doing that inner work, self reflection, holds you accountable to execute. And just trading with the momentum and trend is going to ensure that you're going to stay paid out. If you stay with the direction of the momentum the market is trading in. So, all right. So you know what we do on Sundays. We're going to talk about this. We'll talk about the NA meetings, but make sure you guys are watching the NA meetings and marking these levels on your chart because we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. We have a bunch of great trades that produced a more than 20 points, more than 30 points. We've had, I think, 2 trades where if you entered around the range, it was a 183 point move, 191 point move. If you held it, Really great trades, really great areas on the NA meeting, but we'll come back and talk about this. But we talk about the CFTC data. Actually, I got to put this data into for Friday. I'll do that now. So let's get the CFTC data real quick, and then we'll just go down the list. The Commitment of Traders Report. September 9th. All right. So let's see what the market is. Let's see what the market is thinking this week. Let's see what the market is thinking this week. I can already see that we're going to probably have another week of the market continuing to trade higher. The market is definitely trading higher this week. Okay. So we're still under the average. The average right now is 29,000 contracts. And this week we have 25,000 contracts net long. So I mean, we should kind of stay on the bullish side. It's going to be bullish, but we are above average on our shorts, and we're under the average on how's this doing that? Oh. And it's under the average for longs. So, but we are trading above average on contracts. So, that should be something right there. So we're below average on longs. We're above average on shorts. We're below average on the net long positions this week. So that could signal a range, but last week it was kind of neck and neck. It's kind of neck and neck last week, and we made all-time highs this week. It was rough, but the market got there. So I don't expect for the market to do anything different. Oh yeah, the market did roll over this week, didn't it? Or it is. I think it rolls over. Actually, let's look at that once I grab this data. I might have to. I think when Top Step rolls over, I'll roll over. Honestly, I don't have a choice because I do the NA meetings on Top Step X. So I have no choice but to roll over, even if I don't want to. Yeah, and it looks like the commercials are just the same. They're above average on their longs, and they're below average on their short. So we'll see. We'll see what we get this week. Oh yeah, we do have FOMC, and that's very interesting because we have FOMC this week. He said volume usually dries up on Monday. Yeah. We have FOMC this week, and it looks like the market does. I mean, the market is not skewed to one side. I wonder if this entire move was or is So the contracts has already expired. They've already expired here. But there's still volume in these contracts, so Hmm. As let's look at this real quick because honestly, I don't pay attention to the numbering. Is U still September or is U December? So Z is so we're still okay. So U is so Top Step is still on the September contract. So whenever they switch to the Z contract or the December contract, we'll switch to. Actually, let's look at the Z contract. Let's look at that. No, Powell's definitely cutting rates. We'll probably get a drop more than anything. Alfred, we'll probably get a drop. I'm not gonna lie, man. That looks kind of bearish. It looks like the market is trying to set up for a bear move, but I mean, when you go on the higher time frame charts, like the 4 hour, it looks more bullish on the 4 hour, but that's the daily chart. That doesn't look too bullish. Uh, on the December contract right now, all time highs is 24,396. 24,396. So that's the current high right now for the December contract. You said toss already rolled over. What's that? Toss? Is that Thinkorswim? Okay, Thinkorswim. I was like, okay, toss. What is that? Thinkorswim. Okay. So you're saying Thinkorswim is already switched over? Okay. Man, it's been a while since I used that platform. It's been a super while. Well, actually, that's not true because Thinkorswim is made by the same people over there by Tasty Trades. Yeah, for those that don't know, the CEO of Tasty Trade actually made Thinkorswim for Thinkorswim, or what is it? Anyway, is it America? Is it Ameritrade? Whatever that platform is, the people at Tasty Trades made that platform. That's why when you go to Tasty Trades or Tasty Works, Tasty Trades, Tasty Works, it's the same platform. Wouldn't that be something? But I mean, obviously that's not true then. Okay, I swear this technology, man. But all right. But anyway, yeah, we really had some really good trades, really great trades on the NA meeting this week. So far, 111. So far, the NA meeting has made $265,000 this year. $265. Just trading one M&Q contract. The rule is as long as it doesn't stop me out at a 27-point stop, and then I have to make more than 27 points for it to count before it's considered a good trade. That's the rule for this. Honestly, if I had this in a bot or something like that, maybe. I know that just probably was like, hey, traders, like, I'll do it for you. But I mean, it's not like I don't have all those Apex accounts that I can just leave these things sitting overnight. I'm just not a fan of not monitoring my trades. I'm just not a fan of that. Because if I'm not going to be a part of my trade, then I might as well just have a bot do it. But anyway, there was one trade on here that I was like, you know what, that was a really great trade. Actually, let's see if I can actually find it. It was a really good trade. At first, it stopped everybody out of it. And then it turned around and used the range after it stopped everybody out. And then it turned around. It was the first trade of the week, actually. September. I think it was this trade right here. Mhm. Oh, yeah, this is the December contract. I was like, what? It happened on September 8th, actually, going into September 9th. It was a trade. It was 835 or something like that. Yeah, it was this trade right here. This was the trade. I was looking at a range between 835 and 850, and price just scoops all that liquidity right here. It scoops all the liquidity, comes back, use 850 as a resistance, and then drops. Drops. That was, I think, the first trade of this week. Yeah, we took the loss on the first one, but I re-entered, and that's another rule. If it's a fake breakout, we can re-enter at the same area that I would before. And it was a 191 point move to the downside after it sweeps, stops everybody out, and then goes in that direction. That's just the one thing about the Nasdaq that I just absolutely hate when I trade her, because she's really good at making you feel like you're wrong when you're right. Obviously, when she stops you out, you're wrong. But she can make you feel that you're wrong in such a way that you'll throw away your entire thesis and you'll trade in the direction just for her to turn around and was like, got him. We got him. And then she'll go in your direction. And if the Nasdaq can get you in a grinder like that, where she just has you completely on tilt because you're thinking to yourself, man, I should have stuck with my original thesis. And get you emotionally driven to make bad trading decisions, she can snatch your account away. really, really quick. And this is why I try not to trade the Nasdaq with smaller accounts while funded because I've had plenty of instances where on that last day to pay out, trading the Nasdaq either is going to work or I'm hitting daily loss limit. There has been nothing in between because it gets to the point to where you feel cheated. You're cheated out of something, and at least for me, it's either I'm going to be either that first trade is going to work or I'm gonna hit daily loss limit. Yeah, what's up, Smith? I don't know if you're in the chat. If you're about to jump in. Uh, oh yeah, the chat's already open. It's already open. But yeah. So just like Alfred said earlier today, we have rollover. So for those that are trading on NinjaTrader, I think all the other platforms does it automatically. But the way that you change, at least the way that I do it, I mean, it's just this simple. It's just typing it in 12, 25, and this is simply how I roll over my contracts. There is when the contracts are about to roll over, I think you'll get a prompt, but I just simply just do this. Once the volume switches over, I'll switch over. Oh crap. Oh man. Hey, what's up? I thought my daughter was walking into my room with like a phone or something like that. I was like, dude, what the hell? What's up, bro? Yo, congratulations, dude. Dude, congratulations. I'm surprised that with a return like that, you even coming back to the markets. You just doing it for the love of the game or what? Mm-hmm. Been watching. Mm-hmm. So how often does those things hit? Actually. Uh, mm-hmm.
But we hit on the ones. So I'm like, if I could hit any of these ones I put in, if even one of them hits, it's a win.
Mm.
And we got one again. Yo, the first Thursday though, when I tell you I was like it came down to the wire. To the wire. And it's even, I was so sick because you got no control over this. It's like worse than trading. At least in trading, you could stop yourself out. You can close a position. In this, you're totally dependent on somebody else to do their job. Oh, it was like 3 minutes left in the game before I got my last Deebo Samuel needed a touchdown. And he got it. I was like, oh my gosh. About to have a dang heart attack. So $50 made me $2K on that pick. And then tonight I think I put 40 on this one to make like 1,200.
Our boy's making that parlay
Came down to the wire. Yeah. I'm betting on the Cowboys. I needed Pickens to get it. He was my last person I needed to get a touchdown, and it finally happened.
Shit, I'm in Texas, so I gotta watch what the hell I say, but shit. Betting on them Cowboys, huh? Yeah, I know your heart's been beating, dude, because the Cowboys has not been. You have to be a fan. Like my brother just goes through it. He go like, dude. When I say he goes through it, he just goes through it.
Well, they got the victory tonight. They beat the Giants. That was a crazy game. I didn't really care who. Like I said, I just needed dude to score. I was like, Dak, please throw it to this man, please. I'm all talking to the TV like, bro, please just get it to this man so he can score.
Baby.
Oh, like, Dak, please throw it. And he finally did. He caught that touch. I was like, yes. Like, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when you put money on a game, it just changes everything. It's just a game until you put money on that shit, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
you really start hating motherfuckers after that.
Yo, I don't know if you see. There's these people being sending Lamar Jackson DMs on Twitter, on X, or no, on IG. They're on his IG. You know what, man? That time it wasn't even your fault, but your fucking teammates. You costing us money out here, bro.
Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised. They just look at all the bets and it was like, okay, so yeah, you're not gonna catch it. You're not gonna catch it. You bet not catch it because someone just put $1 million on you, and we need that. So you not about to catch it. As a matter of fact, you got an injury. You out for this game.
That was Thursday. One of the dudes, it was like an injury scare. He didn't. The announcer was like, "Uh-oh, what happened to Kraft?" Blah blah blah. I was like, "Kraft." He mentioned Kraft. I was like, "No, I got money. He got a score." And he was like, "Uh-oh," and he went off to the sideline. But I guess he just needed like a little rest or whatever. I was like, "Whew." He got back in the game, got his touchdown, did his job. I was like, "Yes, thank you."
His job. Your job is to make me money.
For real. That's your job. Do your job.
Damn it.
I got money on this. Do your dang job.
He says market money. Oh, go ahead.
It definitely changes everything. I was talking, Brianna was like, just don't even worry about it. You already put your money in. Like, what you mean don't worry about it? I need to see these dudes do their job and score so it can make me my money.
That's crazy. Back to bad, dude. You got a guardian angel with you, man. This man got a guardian angel helping him with his damn bets. Back to back.
Yeah.
Market Money said that you moving to Dallas. What got you moving to Dallas, though? Actually, my brother actually just moved to Plano, Texas, which is like right there.
Dang, sorry, Alfred. That was a good game, though. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah. Yeah, money on it. Oh, you had money on that game too?
All I
Yeah.
needed, like I said, all I needed was for Pickens to score on Dallas.
You didn't bet on that Carnelo fight, man, dude. Honestly, if I thought about it and I cared about it enough, I would have betted on actually my girl would have probably made me bet on Crawford cuz she's from uh what is it called? Oklahoma, Ohio, Oklahoma. And that's
Omaha?
what Omaha, there you go. And he's from Omaha. And she was like, "Yeah, bet
Yeah.
on him, bet on him." Shit, I would have won.
I thought about it. I was gonna watch it, but I don't know what I was doing. I think, yeah. Before I realized it too late, and the fight was already over. I was like, "Oh shoot!" I went upstairs and lay down, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" And it was over. Yeah, I would have probably put money on Crawford because he
Yeah.
was. I think he was the underdog too, if I'm
Yeah,
not
he was
mistaken,
underdog. Yeah, he was.
which
I
is
mean,
crazy. Yeah, you'd have got paid.
yeah, shit. Yeah, he was definitely an underdog. And I mean, we all know how the game of boxing is. Dude, Crawford had to beat him like that because if he didn't, we all saw what happened with Nagano and Tyson Fury. We saw what happened with that shit. They gave his ass the win because all that people had all the no one didn't think that Nagano was going to do as good as he did. And I'm pretty sure people put a lot of money on Tyson. But didn't Tyson get beat by a Ukrainian boxer? Which I thought was symbolic as fuck. But didn't he get beat by a Ukrainian boxer?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah,
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
It, you said that you're in Houston now? Yeah, the first time me and my brother went to Houston, the first thing I thought about was like, man, this is New York and Texas. The city is fast. Uh, I'm driving down the street, or at least a part of Houston that we was in. Man, dude, at that mall, that was the first time that I've ever seen a Rolls Royce in real life. Bentleys, Rolls Royces, those what does some shit call them? G wagons, all lined up to get valet parked at that mall. I was like, dude, where the hell am I? Why is all these S tier vehicles just parked out like that? And I'm talking about pimped out Rolls Royce. He's talking about orange, blue with the orange interior. Like, dude, this shit was crazy. I was like, man, I need to get on this level. I need to get on this level fast. That city moves fast though. It's a fast city. You can definitely get ran over if you ain't prepared down there. You're not prepared in Houston, you're gonna get ran over. The city just moves too fast. And that was a conversation I was having with my brother. Is that if we started in Houston, yeah, I don't know if we would have made it, man. It just moved too fast. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I've been to Houston a few times.
Yeah.
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 Thought it was kind of.
You said go ahead.
Kind of grimy looking.
You said
the
grimy
part
looking?
that I went. Yeah.
Which part you go to?
I don't know. It was kind of. I don't know. It was a little sketchy. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, man, this place is like New York in Texas. It's a fast moving city. A fast moving city, man. If you ain't ready for it, don't go down there. You'll end up like the communities underneath that bridge, and I mean that to be very seriously. Mean that to be serious. That was like Houston was a lot of firsts for me when I came down here to Texas. I didn't think that there would be like the stuff that you see on TV. That's what I saw in Houston. Communities underneath the bridge and tent cities underneath the bridge. A lot of homelessness, a lot of richness, a lot of everything in between. Kind of like in Georgia or Atlanta, it's like it got that mall unless you're one of the unless you're working in one of those buildings. I mean, the only thing that there's like hotels in the damn in that mall. If I knew about it, I probably would have stayed there when I went down there, but so we can just go have a hotel room and then we can just walk around the mall. Mm. So the next question for you, Smith, is are you going to put some of that money into your account and are you going to start again?
You
Or
already know. Is that even a question?
Okay.
what's the or? What's the or? Oh, now I'm curious. What's the or?
It says, I know it's fake, but I can't prove it. Okay, so that meme you sent, I'm sorry. Okay, thanks to TikTok, I now understand what it means.
Oh. The one from Dexter? Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Dude, I don't like how they did what's his name? I don't like how they did him like that, man. When I first started watching it almost made me stop watching Dexter altogether because I was like, what the fuck? How the hell? Like, come on. That don't even make no damn sense. It is really like, dude, that makes no damn sense. And then his partner literally was like, dang, we was on missions together, but I guess he really is the killer. Bitch, you was like, dude, like, what? You just sat there and said that y'all was on missions together during some of these murders. And then he was like, well, I guess. Just imagine your partner being that stupid. Like, dude, that don't make no damn sense. Like, dude, for them to frame it on him like that, it just made no sense. It almost ruined the show for me because it was just that stupid. But I understand that the writers probably put themselves in a wall or in a tight spot so where they had to just be stupid about it.
Yeah, I just finished the reboot, the Resurrection.
Oh, really? How is that?
It was alright. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that the reboot was going to be good, so it was a pass from me.
It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. Hey, yo, what's up, Rick? Oh, I hear it in the background. You got another parlay?
Just put these last two bets in. I don't know why I did. These dudes ain't gonna come through with it. It's only 3 minutes left.
Mm. Yeah, Ruckhead. Smith, Ruckhead asked, are you still trading your live account? He remembers that you was nearly 10x your initial. Yeah, Smith is really good at that. And then he likes to do what he just did now. I just made this X amount of money. Let me just make a random bet and just see what happens. Then it goes downhill from there. But yeah, Smith definitely, yeah, he grew his $500 account to what you had it up to like 3 or 4K.
I grew it to 4K, and then I went stupid and blew the account basically.
Yeah. Yep. Smith is an NQ whisperer. Dude, just being able to take a $500 account on MNQ, a personal account with commissions and all the other stuff that you have to worry about, and then grow it to 4,000. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. Do it proper this time. I keep saying that, but I'm serious this time.
I'm doing this stuff.
Oh shoot.
Well, Tradeify is actually a top trade. What is it? What did they call it? Tradeify X. Tradeify X is coming out. They're throwing out a 40% deal. You know, I'm about to get another one of those. Another one of those straight to funded accounts. And I might be more aggressive with this one because I got 3 so far that I'm just kind of trading.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how have you been doing on those and getting any payouts and stuff.
Well, I'm taking a slow route on these accounts. I'm trading these accounts as if they're personal accounts, and I got my strategy. I'm trading gold, looking for 90 ticks. Last week I did not trade them because I'm trading my or not, is it my funded futures. I just needed to pass that account because it was getting rebuilt and I wasn't even trading it. So I focused on that one last week. I was able to pass it, got it funded, and was able to get 3 days into that account. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was focusing on that account all last week. So so far on these Tradeify accounts, I'm perfect in them. I got about 12 days of positive P&L. So I just need 25 days to get a payout. So I'm halfway there. And I actually completed a milestone on Apex. Having my Apex longer than a week is actually a milestone if I'm going to be completely honest, because I don't usually do that. But the Apex account that we trade on stream, I've officially had that over a month. A month. More than I think it's like 31 days or something that I've had it. That's a milestone. I haven't had an Apex account that long. So I guess that tells me that the changes that we've made, they're changes for the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Alfred, they said that it is. Or at least that's what I read. Or what did I read it at? Maybe it was sent to my email. Well, regardless, if it's not, then that's fine. No, yeah, it said it's just Tradeify X. I got it in an email. It says something big is this week. 40% off on all accounts. Oh shit, my bad. You're right, Alfred. My bad. You're right. All right, well, they could have had my money, and now they're not going to get it. No, Alfred, you was right. They could have had my money, and now they're not going to get it. Why the hell would they exclude the straight to funded account? Like, what the hell is up with that? I didn't see that part. All I saw was on all accounts. And, my brain, because I wanted it so bad, instead of it said excluding, my brain said including. I was like, including the 150. I was like, oh, shit. Nah, I don't like this shit. Where's a dislike button at? I don't like that. Ooh, no. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess look at that. No. Okay, well shit. They said that it's too much reactions on it, right? Let me see if I can. Oh, that's a nitro. They said it was too much reaction on it. My enthusiasm is. Okay. Okay, whatever. No, I don't like that shit. I'm gonna exclude the only account that I trade with you guys.
Well, that mess is over. All right. We'll get them tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna be hopping back in the market.
Hey yo, the markets miss you, man. The streets miss you, man.
I've just been watching.
Predator torture. Make him watch, but he can't trade nothing. Make him watch.
I mean, I was gonna pick up some prop accounts, but I was just like, no, just wait and Trade my own money. I told myself I wasn't going to trade till like maybe like November, December, but we'll see.
Why would you wait so? How would you wait so long?
For the Santa rally.
Dude, the Santa rally is happening in September. I don't know, man. That's just happening now. That rally is happening now for sure.
Yeah, my crypto portfolio is not doing too shabby either.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Got you a couple of them Yeezy coins and you got in too late.
Nah, I'm sticking to the usual. I got Ethereum and Solana. That's it. That's all I'm fooling with. Too late on Bitcoin, so
Yeah. I think at this point everybody's too late on Bitcoin. Yeah, man. This is why you never delete yourself from the game. Because just because the market isn't going in your direction right now. Because those that bought high at 75K and thought it was never going to come back, well, shit. I bet they're punching the air in their grave right now. It's like, fuck. This shit not only reached 100,000, but I think it reached like 120,000, right? If I'm not mistaken with Bitcoin.
yeah, I want to say like on one of the exchanges I was looking at, it was like 123, 24, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. The money is always going to come back, guys. Don't ever don't delete yourself because of some stupid shit like that. Just hold. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold this shit. Hold. Hold. It's gonna come back. Remember, you're not supposed to invest money that you can't afford to lose. Hold that shit. Hold it. It's like I'm just down now. Yeah, so currently the all-time high on Bitcoin is 124,000. So even if you bought it at 75 at that high, it only took about 5 years. Just hold it for 5 years. Just whatever. And you made your money back. Plus.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I remember when I had 2 Bitcoin. I can't remember what the price was at, but I had 2.
Mm-hmm.
Had to sell it because I needed some cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there was no other, and I sold my ounce of gold. If there was no other way, if there was any other way, that was like literally my last resort.
Mm. Actually, I'm surprised at this. Oh yeah, it did bounce.
Now I got 2.5 grams of gold. That's it.
I got baking soda. 2 grams of baking soda. Yeah, I think gold is gonna probably miss me here. It's okay. Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, did I hit my knee on something?
Who'd have thought Atlanta would come into Minnesota and beat them?
You said what?
I said, who would have thought Atlanta would come into Minnesota and beat them?
Are they the underdogs?
Oh, I didn't even look at the odds. I was betting on individual players, and he failed me.
Well, you still up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still up. And Rudkit, yep, you're exactly right. I mean, once we get the rate decision, which the market is already expecting that we should receive the rate cut. The question is how much of a rate cut? Will we get an emergency 50 basis point rate cut this week? But the CFTC data ain't suggesting that we're gonna get a big one. At least not this week. Maybe next week we'll probably get some. I really don't know because it seems like the market is more short than long. Like, I mean, obviously it's 58% long this week, 42% short. But when we look at the overall picture, the market is above average on shorts right now, and it's below average on their longs. And they're only $25,000. I mean, 25,000 contracts net long, and that's below the average. So even though we have all these events happening this week that should move the market, at least the institutions not. I mean, they're not putting their money where their mouth is this week. So I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about that. We'll see.
You know what I meant to? I meant to tell you I hate open door stock.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody posted something that messes at almost like $10. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Man.
It was at $10.
It was like $9.40. Somebody posted a screenshot. It's like $9.40. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I think they got a new CEO or something, and then yeah.
Yo, this shit is super trending. Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry for your loss, bro. That is crazy. Right after earnings too. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Why does they keep asking if I want to agree to this shit? No. I don't believe in buying year-long subscription-based products, regardless of how much money it saves me. Yo, let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. Let's look at the flow.
What's the price on it now?
Right now it's sitting at $9.17.
Yeah. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
All right, let's look at to see if there was always. So they're sweeping puts on this thing as they should. And it looks like, well, these are already expired. So let me actually, these expired already. So let's go further into the future. Actually, let's look and see if, actually, let's do this because their earnings was like what, like August 5th or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And I even gave it my options expired on the 18th of August, and so I even gave it time, and they still failed me. The message went down to like $1, $2, and then I'm out of it, and then it wants to start trending up. I'm like, man, I hate options. I'll probably never touch an option again. Even though I know I'm lying, but I'm just lying to myself.
Just to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the historically, well, I guess this is how far it's going to go back. Because it's not going back. It's not showing me. Yeah, it's not going all the way back to where I want it to go for whatever reason. That's no bueno. Yeah. Oh, well. Got it as sweeps only.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna start back up. I don't know when. I'll probably wait till all the craziness die down. But I'm gonna start back up and I'll start tracking again.
Well, I mean, shit. If I had this tool during the time that you were looking to buy, it looks like there was a big order block here at $7.61, and you can tell that from this area, you got this big giant push higher, about a $5 push higher almost. Because actually the actual high on this thing was about well $10.97. So about $4. So if you got into around this one, yeah, you would have gotten paid. Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna need dude to stop posting screenshots, and then I unfollowed the dude that was all talking about it on X. I straight unfollowed him. I'm like, you bastard! I don't want to see what you got to say about it. Because when I needed y'all most, y'all failed me.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how that shit is, man. Steven says, what's up with ES? Shit, right now, I mean, ES ain't doing nothing. I would say so. I mean, I got a limit sitting at around 82 for ES to potentially use that area to bounce. Potentially, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but um, the one, I mean, I guess the good and bad thing about trading the ES is that you're not having a heart attack every second, but at the same time, you're not always going to make money. Right now, I don't see any setup to make any money on the ES right now. What I see is we have the market trending. It swept liquidity above this high, and now it looks like it wants to consolidate. It did form this small micro trend line right here. We'll see how the market reacts to this. We'll see, because I mean, that's all we can do with the ES is wait and see what it chooses to do. If the bulls can hold that trend line and we potentially can get this area right here, this will kind of be the deciding factor for ES. If we can get a breakout of that small little range, a pullback, we can potentially see a bullish continuation. But if we do see price pull up into this area, we see a rejection and then a break of that trend line, and then this would be the trade that I would want to trade for that move down lower. So he said it gapped up. You saw about the ES? He said the ES gapped up. You must be referring to the so when you say gapped up, I think I know what you're talking about. You're probably looking at the December contract for ES. Yeah, you're probably looking at the ES for December. Even the December contract is not. So actually the December contract is right there with the September contract too. Actually, no, it's not. 66.49. Yeah. You're probably looking at the December contract. Yeah, because right now the ES is at 66.49 all the way up here. Yeah, it does. This is the September contract though. No problem, K Trader. Well, shit, we got 2 more minutes in the stream. We got 2 more minutes. So, Steven, what price are you looking at right now? What does your chart say? Right now, The current price on the September contract is $5.92. If your contract says 66, then you're on the December contract. Now, it's not necessarily wrong to be on the December contract because the September contract has already expired for both the Nasdaq and the ES, but we still have more volume on the December contract, even though it's expired. But right here is the December contract. It's getting close. I'm pretty sure tomorrow, if you're a top step trader, they're going to probably force you to go to the December contract because I think with Top Step X, they're going to switch you to the one that has the most volume. And you can already see that right now, I'm looking at the MNQ, but actually, I guess we could. I guess I just could put it on the. All right, so MES 12-25. Yeah, so yeah, it's almost neck and neck in volume. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow morning everybody's gonna get switched over to the December contract on Top Step X because they usually switch over when one has more volume than the other. So, but right now, Top Step X is still on the September contract too.
Oh, they force you to switch?
Yeah, usually when volume is more than the other one, they switch you by force. I learned that the hard way. I did a whole complete NA meeting on a previous contract, and then it switched before I was done. And I had to do the whole thing over again. That shit pissed me off. Like, it straight up pissed me off. Man, I might want to hear that stupid shit. But okay. All right, guys. Shit, that's it for me today. I guess time flies when Smith is making money on his sports bets.
Oh shoot.
Steven, you said, do I trade options? No. The only reason, so I use this. So if you're referring to the platform that we was looking at, this option platform, it's called Black Box Stocks. What we use it for is strictly for the gamma levels. We use it strictly for the gamma levels. That's it. We don't use it for anything else. These, well, the gamma levels aren't going to show themselves because, seriously? They're not going to show themselves because obviously the market is not open. But that's the only reason why I use this platform and the dark pool levels. I only look at SPYs and Qs, and obviously when the institutions are buying the Qs, obviously it's going to go up, and vice versa when they're selling it. So this platform just plots where they're buying and selling, and you can make your trading decisions around these areas. So, and the gamma levels and what that does for us is just tells us what side of the market that we should be trading on. If we're in a positive environment, then buying the dip should be your strategy. Shorts will be short-lived, and vice versa. If we're in a negative environment, then you should be looking for shorts. So that's why I utilize this platform. All right, K Trader. But all right, guys, that's it for me. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.